Hello and welcome to a very special episode of Cerberus Cast Presents. Today we are here in Chimera in Beeston and we're presenting for you a very, very special Unhinged draft. We're just about to start round one, so introducing your players. On the left hand side of the screen you've got Dan and on the right hand side you've got Sam.
It's down. MC is down.
We are going to try and keep up with what these guys are playing. I'll give you the best explanations that I can. The players can hear every word that I'm saying, which is going to make it really interesting for them as well. Always presenting very loudly with his slam of the cards on the desk. He's got a 2 to beat. Oh, and he fails! Samwise is already on a losing streak. Dan is opting to play first. No, yes. They're taking their open hands of 7. This was a 4 booster pack draft, so they are playing a minimum of 50 cards in their deck.
I'll keep. I will take.
They're both opting to keep. This is now getting underway with a forest. It's a good start. Snap extended, snap received. I'm just going to ask the players to announce what card they're playing so I can find out what they are.
Stiff, I have to play with my arms outstretched, and if I bend my elbows, this sacrifices.
Cool, I like it.
If you left, I can say gotcha.
Bet your elbow.
Okay, so working stiff means that he had to have his arms extended, but he didn't quite manage it.
1, 2, 3.
I'm going to play Laughing Hyena.
Sure.
So it's
Laughing
a gotcha.
Hyena is the
Whenever
play.
an opponent laughs, I may say gotcha, and if I do, I return it from my graveyard to the hand.
Sure.
So gotcha is going to be one of the interesting mechanics. We have advised our players that if they stay silent due to gotcha, we will slap them. They'll lose 3 points of life.
Keep with the sacred word. So I choose a word, and whenever an opponent says chosen word, I get +3/+3 until end of turn. Gotcha.
1, 2, 3.
Okay, so whenever Sam says gotcha, Dan's creature's going to get +3/+3 until the end of turn. Plus the 2-2 facing off against the 2-3 is not a good start for Sam. Tough decision for Sam here. It doesn't look like he has a third land.
Cast loose lips on this. It's an enchantment. When it comes to play, I choose a sentence with 8 of your words. It has flying. Whenever it deals damage to an opponent, I draw 2 cards unless you say the sentence.
Okay.
So Sam's going to pick the
My next
sentence.
card is greater than yours.
Okay.
And the sentence is, my next card is greater than yours.
So I take 2. My lexicon is greater than yours.
Yep. Go ahead.
This is Dan going down to 18. The players are going to announce their life totals nice and clearly so I can try and keep up.
18 to 20. Still 2-2, right?
Yeah, it's just got flying.
Come
I'll take it. 18.
Sam's going down to 18. This is a close-knit race.
So I get to deal 2.5 damage to target creature or player, and I gain 2.5 life. Kill this.
That puts Dan to 20.5. Don't know what the name of that card was, but it did some good stuff.
So Wet Willy of the Damned.
Oh, Wet Willy of the Damned. He's bringing out the big guns. So now the challenge is going to be, is Sam going to try and risk the gotcha play? Dan's having a good read of the card there. He wants to know what he's not allowed to do anymore.
Magical Hacker. It's a 1/2. It has an ability for a single blue. Change the text of target spell or pawn by replacing all instances of plus with a minus and vice versa.
Okay.
So this is a magical hacker for a blue. He's going to be able to change the text of target spell or permanent and replace all instances of plus with a minus and vice versa. This geek's got some skills. That's a little bit of a giggle, but he doesn't seem to be going for it.
I know, because he'll get big. I've got to have a blow up before I can do that shit.
Okay. The result.
He's played a card, but we don't know what it is because he's not told
My
us.
Goblin SWAT team.
Goblin SWAT team's in play.
If I say the name of the card, I put a 1+1/+1 counter on unless my opponent slaps the table within 5 seconds. So that's a counter.
That is correct. It is a counter.
I didn't know what it was.
That's unfortunate, but that's the way the rules of this game work.
No blocks. Take 2.
16.
That's an exciting attack, putting Sam to 16.
So I can block with my Goblin SWAT team this time.
Oh, he got away with it. Sneaky play from Dan there. This is one shady character.
It's a miracle that he knows that when I say Goblin SWAT team, he has to hit the table. Unless 5 seconds elapses until after I've said Goblin SWAT team.
What Sam doesn't seem to realise is that the card states you can only do it once a turn.
Oh, does it?
So after he's done it the first time, he doesn't need to slap the table and wreck my ears anymore.
I will continue, it's funny.
Sam's really missing the cues here. Dan's spent this entire turn laughing and we've still not got any hyenas back in play.
No, because I'd rather do this.
He's going to do this, but we don't know what this is.
It's, just pause for a second. It is, our market research shows that players like really long card names, so we made this card to have the absolute longest card name ever, Elemental. It's a 2/2 with Art Rampage 2. So whenever this card becomes blocked by a creature, it gets +2/+2 for each creature in the blocker's art beyond the first.
Okay, so this is a creature that's going to get a lot bigger with a lot of creatures in the artwork. That Goblin SWAT team could come back to bite Dan in the arse here.
Yeah, it can easily block my Goblin SWAT team.
No blocks, hit 2.
Sam's going down to 14. He's really starting to fall behind now. Missing these land drops is really hurting him. Oh, and it's another one. It's another Keeper of the Sacred Word, and Dan's just trying to work out what word he's going to choose this time. Will it be Snuffleupagus? I don't think so. He's gone for play. Sam's really got to start watching what he says here, but if he's quiet for too long, he will get a little bit of a slap.
Deciding what song I'm going to sing.
Oh, and we've got Becca as well. Becca's pointing out the Harry Potter cards. We get to see a lovely finger on the table for a change instead of these two sausage fingers.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'm going to cast Land 804, Sorcery, search my library for a basic land card, put that card into play, tapped, then shuffle your library. If you sang a song the whole time you were searching and shuffling, you may untap that land.
That does put a trigger onto Keeper of the Sacred Word, as Sam did say play at least once.
I read the card.
So now we're going to get to see if Sam gives us a little bit of a sing-song.
So we're taking the Isengard. Isengard, God. Da 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 da. There we go.
It's fine.
The
Not as
ability,
good as my
doesn't,
Goblin SWAT team.
the ability doesn't actually resolve as he's not finished shuffling his library and he's no longer singing, therefore the land will still enter play tapped.
Yeah, that's fair. Good shout, good shout.
Becca has just been taken on as the photographer of the group, so if you see some flashes, they're not the good kind either.
5/6.
5/6, that's quite big.
little bit.
Are there lots and lots and lots of creatures in the background? No, there's
It's
none.
just one. Yeah.
Shit. Go.
Sam's feeling a little bit distressed here. But he has got the island up so he can make sure the abilities do the right things for him. Is he going to make a move?
Play Bile.
What does it do?
Read it if you want.
I see. I'm not going to read it.
So the card in play is Bile. We're going to see if anybody sort of gets caught out here.
Ah, I see. It's if I touch it.
So if Sam touches the card, he's going to take 2.5 points of damage. Sorry, 2 points of damage.
Whenever a player...
There you go. Touch it. You can read it if you want.
I'd also just like to point out at this point that you will be losing 2 points of life.
You laugh. In response, change it to minus.
Also, Dan, I must advise you lose 2 life. It is a global effect, not specific to an opponent. It says when a player touches it.
This is amazing.
Attacking with this.
So this is back on the battlefield.
Sure.
You're attacking with that.
Dan's still coming in on the attack. He hadn't realised he can't touch the Bile himself. That's a big mistake and a great learning curve for Dan
So
there.
2.5.
He can touch it with any other card.
Elbow.
He can use his other cards to pick it up and present it if he wishes to.
No blocks. I'll take 2, but 12.
I've got a pair of tweezers in my bag.
Sam is all the way down to 12 and Becca's offering tweezers.
That's the
Mother
insulting
of
one,
Goons
isn't
is
it?
my
Yeah.
insult on you. So I played Mother of Goons. It's a 3/2, and whenever a creature an opponent controls is put into the graveyard, I sacrifice Mother of Goons unless I insult that creature.
Alright, so Dan's going to get an insult in. We're going to go into a wider scope here so we can pick up everything that he's saying. Alright, so we should now get a little bit of player audio as well. I'll sound a bit naff, but never mind. We're going to listen to all the insults that Dan can come out with.
It's going to be awesome. Your stuff's bigger than mine. It doesn't seem fair at all.
Sam seems to have finally come to a big realisation.
What? Your stuff's bigger than mine. None of your things have flying, do they? This is just...
It's just a Goblin SWAT team.
On the ball, boy. Oh, it's miserable.
We are going to have to ask Sam to make a play.
I will, don't worry. I'm going to cast this card. Stone Cold Basilisk.
Stone Cold Basilisk entering play.
I think Dan's reading it.
Dan seems to be reading the Stone Cold Basilisk.
You weren't reading it, are you sure? Because you seem to be looking at it quite intently. Do you know what it does?
No, do you want to tell me?
Do you want to read it? No.
I can't find this card on my sheets. I have no idea what it does myself. There we go.
It's a 2.5, 5.
Yep, I've got it now. 2.5, 5. And if a player reads the card, they turn to
Well, an opponent. You're not my opponent. It's all right.
So is it if I read that card or a card?
Whenever you read this card, your turn to stone until end of turn. Stoned players can't attack, block, or play spells or abilities.
Brilliant.
Also, whenever Stone Cold Basilisk blocks or becomes blocked by a creature with fewer letters in its name, destroy that creature. at end of combat.
Unfortunately, it does mean that Sam has now been turned to stone.
It's an
It says
opponent.
opponent.
Okay, he hasn't.
Yeah, I agree with your tapped guy becoming bigger.
You gotta do the rules.
Yeah,
That's fine.
it's alright.
I don't entirely know. I know Murphy is a $200.
So Sam's tapped out. He's obviously now got the decisions whether he wants to attack or not. He's decided against it.
Assume the rest of the deck is
I'm gonna play Booster Tutor.
Booster
So-
Tutor has been played.
Get to open a sealed magic pack, which is this. Oh.
Modern Masters entering the Unhinged fray.
So good that we get to
Reveal
do
the
this
cards
now.
and put one of those cards into my hand.
I'm hoping he has a spare sleeve because this booster belongs to me.
And the rare is an long forgotten Gohei.
So it's absolute garbage.
So we've got Scatter the Seeds.
We don't need to go through all the cards, just pick the one that you want for your hand.
Yeah, just as long as I know what it is.
What artist are you going to use for the tokens, by the way?
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, that's why I'm giving
We've also got people performing rock, paper, scissors on another table over there.
Yeah, we've got various different things going on that's quite distracting in the store. We are going to have to ask Dan to make a decision.
God, boy.
This is the problem with these sets, they very often go to time in game one.
No one's got any idea what they're
Put
doing.
Mutagenic Growth in my hand.
Okay.
Do you mind if I just do a sort of Someone else with an
Having a quick through the pack, well, a quick flick through the pack isn't as bad as it seemed. We've got ourselves a remand.
I would like to go to combat.
So ridiculous.
3.
Sam is almost sitting trying to play the control deck here and he's not doing it very well.
Yeah. That can kill. I'm going to. Untap. Save a kill spell to deal with this guy.
So I text then what the change does for
Next bounce.
Yeah, these are bad.
Stupid laughing hyena. You won't be laughing now.
No one likes you.
Gotcha.
I didn't laugh.
Sounded like you laughed. Sounded like you chuckled.
External core, no laugh was heard. What was the damage dealt, please?
2.5 went through.
Yeah.
2.5 got through.
Sam is on 9.5, and I'm on 18.5.
9.5 plays 18.5.
That one, yeah. Okay, so I'm not attacking my Goblin SWAT team. Your turn.
Maybe have that.
Yeah, sure. Carnivorous Death Parrot. Dean, over to you. Would you consider doing this again?
Combat.
Sam's coming in. This doesn't look good.
Becomes booked by a connection. So I will take 4.5. So that's 14.
Dan's going down to 14. He's got himself back to a round number.
Monica Mage. So this is 2/2. It's got an ability for blue. Say my middle name, and this can't be target of spells or abilities this turn. Or I can say Dan's middle name, and it'll gain flying.
What was the name of the card again, sorry?
Monica Mage.
With a K.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
Seems like Dan's having some trouble making this decision.
Well, if you're running Amazon colours, something it would seem intro to a song and then going into the song.
Oh, it's in that bag on the tip.
It's the current lamp.
I will attack with my Goblin SWAT team and Bile.
Goblin SWAT team and Bile are coming into the red zone.
But you should get something recently.
Oh, you're an ace.
Dan's really trying to force the
Block. I'm not going to block that. So Sam goes to 7.
Sam is all the way down to 7. This doesn't look good for our not quite so much a hero. It's 7 plays 14. Dan's establishing himself as the leader in this race. However, there was no insult when that entered the graveyard. Does that not mean something happens?
The Mother of Goons sacrifices if I don't insult the creature.
Okay. Mother of Goons is off the table.
Come on!
Oh, some laughter. Gotcha's been called. That's another miss trigger for Dan.
No, the card with Gotcha called is died.
So is the current one in play to play?
This is a different word.
Okay.
That one.
Then I'm just an idiot. Now that something's found the land, he's really struggling. Oh, that's another call of Gotcha from a back table. Somebody's getting got.
Okay.
So this is an artifact. It's got 2 mana, discard a card. Search your library for a card that shares a complete word in its name with the discarded card. Reveal it and put it into your hand. Then shuffle your library.
That shares a complete word.
A complete word.
Okay.
There's this hot tub. That's not a party I want to go to.
Do you get to put it in play or not?
It gives me my cat.
Okay. Fair enough.
Dan's playing the catch him out game, that's for sure.
Yes or no question.
Loose lips on this.
Okay, so what does that do?
Loose lips is the play.
This is the sentence one again with flying, and you have to say it when it deals damage to you.
Okay.
Otherwise, I get to draw.
So when does the
Let's
effect
see what
take
the sentence is going to be.
when this enters the battlefield.
Okay.
So
And it has flying.
He's really trying to catch him out.
So this time it's going to be Cerberus cast is the best. And then
The core phrase is Cerberus cast is the best.
Cerberus cast is the best. Got to 11.5.
Dan's down at 11.5. He made the right call and announced that Cerberus cast is the best. Sam's been avoiding all of Dan's traps so far this game.
So I will attack with Bile and my Goblin SWAT team.
That Goblin SWAT team's not seeming to be getting any bigger. It seems like Richard Garfield's doing some work on one of the back tables as well. They're going to be having that deck in the feature match next round.
double block that. Bile.
That Vilebile's looking like it's wanting to disappear.
Okay, I'm gonna deal damage to Monica. So this dice.
Monica down.
And then do this. I'll choose.
Vilebile successfully makes it untouched to the graveyard. What was the damage that turn, please, gentlemen?
It's 3, yeah, so Sam's on 4.
My turn?
Yep.
Sam needs to get 11.5 in this turn if he can. These two gentlemen have navigated this first round astoundingly well. Has he got something in the tank?
So you draw 2 cards if I don't say the sentence.
Go combat?
Sure.
Looks like it's coming in.
These two.
Jin stops the Da Vinci beat down Pavlak.
Can't block from my Goblin SWAT team.
That Goblin SWAT team just can't seem to get any bigger. He keeps trying.
Cerberus cast is the best.
Okay, so you take 4.5.
So I will be on 7.
Dan's all the way down to 7. Can Sam survive the swing back?
Time machine.
Time machine's the play from Sam.
Yeah. So, Time Machine, 5 mana artifact, tap, remove Time Machine and target non-token creature you own from the game. Return both cards to play at the beginning of your upkeep on your turn X of the next game you play with the same opponent where X is the removed creature's converted mana cost.
Okay,
You can have 2 more play triggers if you want. 3 more.
That's fine. So this guy is Swole. Okay.
Okay, so the green guy is now like an 18-18. However, it looks like Time Machine is going to be getting Sam something to take into the next game with him. This card's quite powerful because you get to remove it and another non-token creature you own from the game. Return both cards to play at the beginning of your upkeep on turn X for the next game where you play with the same opponent where X is a removed creature's converted mana cost.
Okay, sure. So you got a 2.
Sam's down to 2. He's got 7 points of damage to deal.
You're on 7.
I'm on 7.
This is a tough turn for Sam now.
Cast at hands run.
Act Hands Run is the play.
So this is an enchantment. At the beginning of your upkeep, you may say Act Hands Run, it's the, and name the creature card. If you do, search your library for the named card and put it onto the battlefield, then shuffle your library. That creature has haste, remove it from the game at end of turn.
Okay, sure.
Go ahead.
So it looks like Sam's plans to survive this turn.
It's not even veiled.
Go to combat.
Can you guys play behind the number? My card's name.
Sure. So that dice? Yep. These pounds.
Okay, so some death and some bouncing.
Combat this dice because it's got less letters in its name than Stone Cold Backless. Untap. Upkeep. Trigger.
Okay.
Archan's Run! It's our market research shows that players like really long card names, so we made this card to have the absolute longest card name ever, Elemental.
That's a good shout. He's got a really long card name.
Yeah, that's why I really try to stick with 2 colours when I
So wait, can you read that again for us? What is it?
At the beginning of your upkeep, you may say Archan's Run, it's the, and name a creature card. If you do, search your library for the named card, put it onto the battlefield, then shuffle your library. That creature has haste, remove it from the game at end of turn. It's tapped! You're just trying to trick me now.
It did sound a little bit like a trap. But there's nothing they're going to be able to do about it now.
So there's one card that saves me now. It's not that one.
It's looking like Samwise are just trying to fight to survive.
Combat.
Four blockers. I play side to side. So side to side is me and target opponent arm wrestle, and I get to put 3/3 green ape creature into play.
Okay, side to side has been played. These two players are now going to arm wrestle. One of them is an American football player. The other is not.
Is not. That's a tactful way of saying it. Thank you very much.
Let me word this slightly more delicately. One is an American football player. The other vaguely resembles a hobbit. If it was a hairy feet contest, Sam might stand a chance, but I don't think he does in this.
So, 3, 2, 1. Fucking hell.
It's so hard that Sam can't contain his swearing. And it looks like Dan's going to be getting a 3-3.
That was never going to work, was it?
Right, let's put the ball stick back.
Yeah, I didn't do it.
So, yeah.
So this is a
Put
58,
cards back.
so I'm just gonna. So this is tapped. This is my deck. I use this.
Yeah, and that's going to be blocking.
And this is going to block.
Can we choose a picture of an ape token, please, to see how many other creatures it has in the background of the art?
So it's going to be 1 8.
You're going to select the right one. What if there's none? What if there aren't any with just one?
Then I lose.
I am now going to do a quick amount of research as to how many apes there are in the background.
You may select the ape
I would like
token
to
you want
select
to
one
use.
with 1 creature in it.
Bear with me, I'm going to see if there are actually any official ape
I love
tokens.
this format. It's amazing.
This is so funny.
That is the card I wanted to draft as well.
All available ape tokens contain exactly 1 ape.
Then I will block with a 3/3.
That's fair. That nice.
Okay, sure.
Should have taken more as a number.
Do land aid again. They're taking Hobbit's Rising. Rising.
He's land helping again. So Samwise is singing his hobbiting songs.
Okay. I didn't even need to sing it. I just felt like it.
Yeah, why not?
Apparently Sam just wanted a sing song.
Yeah, let's get our vintage on.
Go ahead.
I'm not sure how Sam gets out of this.
Doing it again.
In response,
Yeah, sure.
I'm going to remove this and this
Yep.
from the game.
Okay.
They're going to come back in on turn 5. Then I'm going to concede.
Alright, Sam's decided that he can't win an arm wrestle the first time. He certainly can't win the second when he's already feeling
Tried
tired.
the first one just to see.
These two players are going into game 2 with just 15 minutes on the clock.
Without this card in.
Without either of them.
Yeah, well, I'm just going to read.
Samwise does now get to start the game with 2 cards less in his library. And on turn 5, he's going to have a Stone Cold Basilisk and a Time Machine coming into play.
That's a fair one.
I can read it now, not it. So,
We're not in game.
I know, I just wanted to read it.
So by reading that card, Dan is now turned to stone until his first turn of the game. He can no longer shuffle, draw cards, or present his deck.
If only that was what it was. Oh, you conceded because you didn't present your deck.
Muffin.
He's starting with an opening hand of Cerberus, who was unable to draw cards.
So, do you want to use this to mark the turns?
Yeah,
We will do. You have 40 minutes and 40 seconds on your clock, gentlemen.
that took a while.
I'm not sure either of you can win in that amount of time.
Well, do I win? If it's a 1-0. Yeah. I'm alright. This is ridiculous.
Dan sounds like he's feeling confident on his game 1 win.
Funny.
No, it's unbelievable.
Like all the things you have to think about as well, they're just totally random. Like,
Yeah.
oh, I can't say play or gotcha, but one of my cards needs me to say gotcha.
And you have to be.
I've got to make sure I keep hitting the table when he reads the card name. You've got to remember sentences that I say.
And all we need now is for Sam to stop slamming things on the table, and we're good to go.
That's the basilisk card.
So we're back for game 2. I believe Sam has opted to be on the play.
I will keep this hand.
The reason why I'm playing people are
Sam's going to keep. Dan seems to be stalling.
He's currently very well. I've got 2 circles of protection, a brushstroke painter mage, and an alcohol looter out. He can't kill me. He's gonna have to ultimate Jace the Mind Sculptor.
Magical hacker. This is the
Go to time.
replace with plus or minus instances.
Okay, it's a good strong start for Sam. This makes a refreshing change.
It's an
Ah, funny guy. I'll attack you for 1.
So 20 players lines here.
This puts Dan at 19 and Sam up at 20.
So it's a 1-2, tap, draw a card, then discard a card. Whenever a permanent comes into play that shares an artist with another permanent I control, untap this card.
Okay, so it looks like Sam's going on the artist route.
I had that one before I bounced it.
No early plays for Dan. This seems like a shaky start for our hero. Sam yet again seems to be struggling with the decision-making process.
Loose lips on here. They're taking the hobbits to Isengard.
Okay, they're taking the Hobbits to Isengard as the loose lips comment.
Take 2. They're taking the hobbits to Isengard.
That's Dan down to 17. And Monica Mage is in play as well. Sam's really taking advantage of this slow start from Dan.
Everyone wants a bit of carnage stuff.
All your gods are indestructible, thanks, obviously.
Okay, the key word here is attack. Sam can no longer declare his creatures as attack or move to the attack step. He just can't do it by saying the attack word. And he's got all of his colours online. This where Samwise is going to make himself a move.
It's Salmon and Champion, this is what you need creatures of purple.
We're looking for a strong play here.
Tap this to draw a card on the side.
Yeah, so it's just loot.
The looter is off.
You've got everything now.
Discard land aid.
How many gods are there now?
Discarding land. It looks like Sam's run out of songs to sing.
Stephen to give this fly.
And I have to touch everything I do with a pencil.
My middle name is not just Stephen.
In this turn.
You have 2, so one of them is fine. It says say an opponent's middle name.
We are allowing here that one of the 2 middle names from Dan is acceptable for here for the flying to be activated on the Moniker Mage.
So I will turn these men sideways,
So
send them at your face for 3.
send them at my face. So what are they doing?
This is flying.
No, what are they doing?
They're turning sideways and they're going at your face.
So this is 3 damage.
There's a certain word I can't say.
They're taking hobbits to Isengard.
Cool.
Dan's convinced he can catch Sam out, but Sam's playing a strong game and not managing to do so. And again, the hobbits have been taken to Isengard.
Oh, it's that one again.
I will.
We must admit here that Dan cannot bend his arms. However, I'm detecting there's a bend in those arms.
In response, turn it to minus.
I'm going to play.
That's a bend in the arm. It's sacrificed away.
In response, changed this to minuses as well. This guy. I had 2 blues up.
That's a great board wiping ability for Samwise there. These pluses being turned to minuses are really hurting. So Sam's got some interesting plays to make here.
Just go to a combat and attack.
10. Taking hobbits to Isengard.
Sam's got it down to 10 and the hobbits are still heading to Isengard.
Keep the sacred word. I'm going to choose blocks.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Oh, and now Dan can't say blocks. Sam's making it challenging here. Laughing Hand. This is like a reverse of the first game.
Goblin SWAT team.
And that is a missed trigger. There's going to be a counter going on to that SWAT team.
This should have happened. Is it up?
It is upkeep.
We've missed.
Yeah, missed it.
Unfortunately, the players have determined that Sam has missed that trigger and will no longer be able to put his creatures back into play.
You did play with the advantage of 2 fewer cards in your deck. So.
That's true. Stephen Thomas, does that fine?
Yeah, that's Monica with flying.
For 3. Taking hobbits to Isengard.
Dan's down to 7 and he's remembering these hobbits.
Play this really long worded thing.
Okay.
And then I'm going to play.
James, yeah, you have to lock this guy. Stretchable.
Artful Looter.
All creatures in support
I forgot I was in your graveyard. I want to play against a non-blue mage next game.
Seems to be a lot of laughter coming from the back tables. Sounds like something's going insane.
The blue ones are the worst. The blue ones are the best.
So Dan getting aggressive here. We're not entirely sure what he could have to back that up.
What is this?
Sam's deep in the tank.
So I have 3 white mana on chat. The name is Gotcha.
Oh no, that
This is my
So
I'll take 2.
So Sam is on 2.
Sam's down to 18.
I will play Keeping a Sacred Word.
What word's he going to choose this time?
No, I think I just killed him. But he, like, okay, so what I did is I had
I can't say that.
The chosen word is the.
That's fine.
this guy 112,
And then I
this
will
guy and
destroy the mountain with touch and go. So I can destroy target land with this sorcery, and it's got gotcha. So if my opponent touches his or her face, I can say gotcha, and if I do, return touch and go from the graveyard to my hand.
Okay, so this is one of the gotcha cards. This is gotcha land destruction. Anytime Samwise now touches his face, gotcha comes into play. The big question is, though, is it going to be enough?
Probably not.
Or is there going to be Sam's downfall?
Another place with red margin, destroy the lands and just sit there and conceded. Yeah, that's what
I got an Eldra. I wish this was the best thing.
Stephen Thomas. For 3 flying.
So another 3 queen here.
I also got
Stand down to 4, but he's remembering those hobbits. That's the important thing here. He doesn't want Samwise drawing any more of the cards. With just 3 minutes left on the round, Sam really needs to push this out for the win.
oh, this guy had triple. So I could have tapped this guy.
This is an aggressive play here.
The full damage on the deal.
That's an activation of the looter before damage.
So these trades.
That Goblin SWAT team doesn't seem to be getting through Sam's defences. Now someone has to look out if he has enough to get the job done.
Loose lips. Whatever happens, you're dead.
So loose lips, and what is the what was the phrase there?
Whatever happens, you're dead is the phrase.
Attack.
Whatever happens, you're dead is the phrase.
No books, taking hobbits to Isengard, whatever happens, you're dead. 3, go to 1,
The hobbits are there. Whatever happens, you're dead. And Dan's at 1.
side to side.
Can I elect not to arm
Then I
wrestle?
get either.
You can have a 3-3.
Okay, so Sam's determined that he's never going to be able to win that arm wrestling fight. He's just going to give him the 3-3. 70 seconds remaining in this game.
circle of protection
You
arms.
want
Sure.
It's another team.
And now he's not bird.
Could always pump the keeper if it was.
I'm dead anyway. I'll skip. We've got to get through.
Nissa hammering out.
With 20 seconds left on the clock, these two players are never going to make it through game 3,
No, probably not.
as they won't even have time to shuffle and draw their opening hands before the clock runs out.
Ridiculous, like, I'm gonna block this in the hope that you say it to bump it up so that I don't tap the thing and get to tap the magical hacker ability to try and kill.
So that's a totally unexciting round 1 of the Unhinged draft, where lots of things happen and not a lot got done. As Dan and Sam draw round 1, join us again shortly for round 2 of this Unhinged draft.
Don't need more.